Hello and welcome back to Keen Con Barcelona 2023. We have Av3k against myztro ZenAku up in the waitings for you. And actually, they are hot on the picks and bans already.
Yes.
We are going to jump to that pretty quickly.
As soon as I have it ready.
I can hear it in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, but as soon as I have the scene ready, we are going straight to switch it.
Not earlier. But now let's give me some head-ups about the players first. So, Av3k. Recently, he seemed to pick up more of Anarki, but his overall, most successful champion is still Galena with a 70% win rate, 75% win rate in QPL history, kinda. He bans Deep Embrace, he never plays it. So no surprise, he's not gonna play it here as well. We see his best map, CK. 75% win rate last season, actually. No, actually, Av3k is going for Ruins. I'm wrong here, but that is his overall best map in QPL. ZenAku, then CK, and then we have Awoken for the Australian. And it's no Crucible, no Blood Covenant from ZenAku, so we see Exile at the end. Av3k, during its stint in the QPL, Av3k played it a total of 9 times and won 55% of the matches, so like 6, I guess. That doesn't make sense. How can you have 55% win rate out of 9? You can't, can you?
If your Excel skills are transcending his
I just copied
accuracy.
the stats from someone. I'm not gonna throw him under the bus here. ZenAku played it a similar amount and has a bit worse win rate, so but it's still good. So it's, I think the third map will be even. And now, yeah, Av3k, this is what I was hinting at. Av3k has been very successful with the Anarki in the last season, and it also has been the champion that has been banned against him the most in 2023 in Quake Pro League. But now he gets it. ZenAku has Strogg, which is a solid pick. ZenAku was one of the players where there wasn't that one standout champion for him. Like, not even rapha has like that even win rates with his champions. Rapha has, because he has like almost 100% win rate on Strogg, especially on CK. But I think it's a decent matchup. Although you could say Av3k on the Anarki might be a bit favored. Then Av3k on Nyx and ZenAku on the Doomslayer. I think the Nyx should have, in theory, the upper hand. But ZenAku is an incredibly good Doomslayer player. Like, he uses the ability better than anyone else. And he's actually able to get it done in such a good fashion without, like, sacrificing anything of it. Yeah, and then on Exile, we see Galena on Av3k, so he gets his best champion. On the last map, even. ZenAku with a BJ, which I think is a very good answer to that pick on a map like Exile. But you really need to be aware of the situation when to use your dual wield, so you don't miss it or you don't activate it at the wrong moment in time.
Yeah, setting up some stuff in the back, so we get the players.
Yeah, and their recent LAN finish, Av3k 4th on the Foundry, and ZenAku underperforming as RAISY was underperforming, just going to finish 7th to 8th. But for both, it should be the first time at Keen Con Barcelona. No, actually it's ZenAku's second time. He was 3rd last year in this tournament here. And now he is, yeah, he's back for more.
We're getting a yes from Laura, so.
ZenAku actually, yeah, I also had it on the stats, I just forgot it. But ZenAku also was one who improved his LAN finishes on QuakeCon every time. So by that logic, he's here to improve it again, and I don't know if he puts that pressure on himself, but we might see ZenAku in top shape. We don't know that.
Okay, let's see. Still waiting for Master ZenAku.
Maestro ZenAku.
Oh, he's in game, so he's probably warming up for a bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Like, nice.
We've got a man
Yeah.
who's helping us out big time with like getting the players in the lobby and doing all the stuff behind the scenes, kinda. Yeah, so now we are on our way.
Yeah, on the first map, Av3k versus ZenAku on Group E. Let's see if they are ready to rumble.
No, you're writing to Strongsage. Yeah, Ruins will be map number 1. It's Av3k's pick. It's a good map for Av3k. But I also think it seems to favor a more defensive playstyle, and yet Av3k is known for his incredible aggression sometimes. I mean, he showed both actually on the Foundry, right? There were like games where he just went full steam ahead,
Yeah.
and then you had games where he was like really calm, calculated, sitting back, creating angles, using his advantage in stack or position. But now it's time for both of them to show what they bring with them to Spain and to this LAN event to see how, yeah, just see how they shape up against each other. I think Av3k so far has had the upper hand in between them. But then again,
also online or
I'm not sure. ZenAku has been improving over the past years so much, especially during the last year.
Like it's sort of an Achilles heel for ZenAku. Like ZenAku's overall performance is better, but when they go head to head, like somehow Av3k always has the edge.
Prepare to fight.
Yeah, it seems like that a bit.
Round begins.
Yeah, we'll start on
3,
the Australian.
2, 1, fight.
ZenAku will be the player to watch first. And it's actually the start that an Anarki wishes for. He can't pick up a light beforehand, so it's not too bad for ZenAku right now. And ZenAku puts a big delay between the items, has all the 3 major ones. But if Av3k plays his cards right, he could be able to set up right at heavy again, and he's just a bit too early. ZenAku slid down the stairs into the room and will take that item, and now Av3k has big time stack problems. He has the inject, and he has position. Can he use it? Good Pika.
Wow.
Vastly unpunished. Rail not hitting from Av3k. This one's hitting, and ZenAku is railable now. He keeps going forward. Great defensive rockets there. ZenAku with the 100 to the the skateboard from Av3k, and Av3k couldn't push. That was kind of risky, but if Av3k is not holding that angle and waiting for ZenAku to jump through the little hallway at Mega, it's unlikely that it hits, and ZenAku gets away with it, gets heavy again. And overall, so far, it's a great game of nutrition from ZenAku, who is seemingly incredibly aware of all the resources on the map, playing creative in his approach. This Pika was very questionable, but it works as it still does damage. Maggot just picked up, and again the light to fall back onto. ZenAku has his rotations laid out, but this is not a fight he can take. Av3k should be able to get away with a heavy undamaged.
Yeah, like there's still a lot of pushback when using the Pika, especially on LAN. Look at that, Av3k with his aggressive move that he's known for, just pushes in, gets the frag, And also does damage on the spawn from ZenAku, then can fall back to the mega health. And he will also have this heavy, it seems.
Stopwatch.
Look at the stack of this light champion, which has barely skin over bones, but
He's Sorlak now.
yeah.
I mean, he basically really is, because he still has inject up. And ZenAku is 5 seconds early. Av3k punishes that. Good opening damage, and then it's just finishing with the LG. And Av3k probably is not going to use his ability unless he needs to. And just as I say it, he feels the urge.
Ooh, can he get up close enough? Yes.
Oh, the pummel wouldn't have killed him anyway, but that was... ZenAku could have, like, turned around the control despite Av3k getting a frag here. But Av3k, 3 frags up, another rail hits, and this is patience on the shot.
Yeah. Definitely. But, yeah, it was a difficult situation, like pushing through the LG and then hoping you get up close, and it does work out. Another early position, and ZenAku, yeah, he didn't ride the lightning, but it's certainly got pushed up. The jump pad gets reeled, and now again.
Oh my God! Bag your
Yeah, and I mean, we kind of see why Av3k usually does not get to play Anarki, because it really is a...
It wreaks havoc.
Yeah.
Or Av3k.
Yeah,
Well, in this, it wreaks.
Av3k.
air.
Well, it wrecks ZenAku.
Yeah.
And this map is called Runes of Sarnath. Currently, the runes of ZenAku.
Oh,
Close
no.
fight.
It looked so good at the start, but then ZenAku couldn't keep the tracking alive, and Av3k all of a sudden made a comeback during that LG battle. And the desperation rail at the end didn't work. This was a good play from ZenAku. There was no way that Av3k was going to survive that or damage him severely enough to get a refrag.
Stopwatch.
But it's 8 frags to catch up for ZenAku against Anarki. 8. Which is not an easy task. That last shotgun blast was very important for Av3k because it kind of prohibits the ZenAku from just charging into his face.
Oh, but no, yeah, I don't think ZenAku wanted to fall down. He just wanted to take position on the mega health.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, it doesn't always go the way you
ZenAku
want.
also had no timing on the light, so he didn't think that Av3k... Yeah, I thought Av3k took it last fight, but Av3k didn't, and Av3k had timing on the light. So Av3k went there again and shot ZenAku in the back. And now, because he got both major items kind of undamaged, it's back to the first 4 minutes of the duel, where Av3k kind of just...
5-minute
Yeah,
warning.
rode the lightning somewhat. Like, he's so on fire at the moment. He has very good awareness of the rotation. Like, he's keeping control of one light and the mages, which is making an Anarki almost unkillable.
Ooh, but no! Hey, look at this. Like, he actually pushed himself away with that rocket for the right distance, and ZenAku gets a frag back, but just out in the open, starting machine gun is hitting.
Stopwatch.
Yeah, starting machine gun is pretty strong. It will get some changes, most likely. Good rail from ZenAku, but he's not able to capitalize. He is actually, and this time the Strogg was harder to LG than the Anarki, but no ammunition for ZenAku means that he can't just take a fight. Actually, screw that, he can. Av3k just is in a place where he shouldn't be. Tribal in hand, 2 directs. And I like that aggression. I really like that. After he knows how weak ZenAku was, just follows him downwards. Using the inject to make sure he's not going to give a frag away. Finishing it off with the starting machine gun, collecting all the weapons he wants.
Yeah, items almost synced up, so I think this favors the one in the lead already. Oh, big fight, and ZenAku slaps back with the railgun. Like, he was available. If he didn't hit that first before Av3k, he would have fallen again.
Stopwatch.
Is there still time? Yeah, there is. Or do you want to answer that question?
I mean, there's
Yeah.
3 minutes on the clock,
Yeah.
and he didn't call GG's.
Yeah.
So there is time, but not just by how the duel is going, just by the champion matchup. An Anarki can be incredibly hard to catch, and generally on Ruins, it can be hard to find your opponent if he doesn't want you to find them.
Nice.
This one
Switch.
was actually okay for ZenAku. It's not too clean, but it was manageable, and now he gets Av3k again. Nice weapon switch after the rail. The heavy's the perfect item for him now. And there's what, 2 quick frags. Av3k though gets... Oh, and he gets the frag, the peeker. What the hell was that? I surely thought that Av3k is going to get the refrag, and now what looked very unlikely
Yeah, and
is in the realms of possibility.
Like a little bit strained, but this is a good position by Av3k. Like just almost standing still there with the LG, gets a lot of pushback onto ZenAku, who needs to get the hell away. He can take this mega health though. Yeah, for how much damage? He doesn't have any armor left. Av3k will win an LG fight just based on stack alone, and it isn't even an LG fight. It's ZenAku out in the open, activating his speaker.
ZenAku put himself in a situation where he had to hit the rail, and when he missed it, it was not going to go his way. But he also had to keep fighting because of the frag difference. And in the end, it backfired big time, and it should be map number 1 in the backs for Av3k. But ZenAku is still trying, and I admire his drive to like get his momentum on his side, at least at the end of the map.
Yeah, like it gives some confidence. Like, okay, I'm able to actually string a few frags together, and even with control, making it very difficult for Av3k. But Av3k back in the driver's seat.
Plasma trail from Av3k though. The plasma gun so good. And GG's?
Yeah.
No, not GG's. It's GG.
Ooh, are we getting? No, we're not getting the scoreboard. Okay. Let's see what's up in the menu. What are we eating for the next map?
This is ZenAku's choice now, and while there was no Athena and no Ranger available for Awoken, Av3k had the choice of going Ranger, not Ranger, Nyx, Doomslayer, BJ, Galena, whatever, and he decided to go for the mobility of the Nyx, and now it's ZenAku answering with a Doom, one of his kind of signature picks. Like, it's not, like ZenAku is not the guy who's known for being good with one champion or better than the rest with one champion. He's very well-rounded in terms of champions. And at least he can match the mobility. But, and with any other player, I would say the Doomslayer is at a big disadvantage because of the time vials. But ZenAku uses the Berserk quite a lot.
Yeah, you're right. Like, I'm very, very curious about how the first map or the start is going to be. Like, is the ability going to be used or abused, like in a cheesy way, like I like to see? And sometimes it even blows up in your face.
Yeah, I mean, we will see him use it to finish off frags close distance. We will see him using it, getting around the maps, and just eat up the time vials when he knows he can go to Banana and HMG to pick them up safely and just deny it from Nyx's Ghost Walk. So there will be certainly a moment where Av3k will struggle to have the Ghost Walk ready.
Yeah, we're currently waiting on ZenAku to get back in the lobby. There we are.
Yeah, and then we'll get map 2 on the way pretty soon. Av3k looked not just that he played his usual aggressive self, but he was so aware of the items. I mean, he made a few missteps here and there, but it was when he had such a big frag lead that it didn't really matter.
Okay, both players are ready to rumble. Let's start a prediction. I will stop it 2 minutes in. Both ready and right champion. Nyx for Av3k, ZenAku on Doomslayer. Let's see if we hear the heavy metal from the Berserk play.
Yeah. And I like that you put Avic's favorite map in his name in the prediction. Very sneaky done.
Yeah, well, who wins this map?
Yeah. I think because of CK in Avic.
Ah, okay. Ah, now I get it. Yeah, sometimes. Like of Highness is really intelligent, so he needs to explain his jokes.
Or they're just that corny. They need to explain them all the time. Anyway, ZenAku needs to win this if he wants to stand a chance in this best of 3 series. Because if he doesn't win it, he lost it, obviously.
Prepare to fight.
Okay, we'll start then on the Doomslayer. Let's mute the music.
1. Fight.
Okay, ZenAku needs to make the comeback and gets the spawn, and immediately we see the Berserk being used. And this is quite common. This is not something only he does, because you can be quicker to the teleporter and the rocket and don't get punished by someone else who does an aggressive move or something like this. And now Ghost Walk is being used. No. Oh, it's the inside out
Yeah,
even.
beautiful.
And Avic.
Like that's such a 1% win.
No way.
Win ratio, right? But he freaking does it,
Driving them
and
back.
he's making it happen.
Yeah, and he gets the follow-up frag as well. So it doesn't really matter that the Ghost Walk was out. But this time ZenAku has like all his cards in his hands to turn it around, but
There we go.
defensive rockets from Avic are good enough to chip away the stack so that ZenAku is railable. And now the Australian brute forces another fight, manages to get it on even stack, but it's kind of dangerous still. Avic has rail, he can't just give away the item without too much of a risk. Oh, and that was the direct.
Nice, great timing. And like after the heavy pickup from ZenAku, he also had his Ghost Walk back up. So if he would really be in a picky situation, could have used it. It's
nice
still
shot.
available, so can even use it as an escape option if ZenAku tries his luck on the shotgun copy. Now we'll have a map or fight on the lower grounds. Avic?
By that push, he gave a position on heavy,
Yeah.
and that was actually the item Avic needed more than the Mega House in this point in time. But ZenAku with perfect LG just pushes the Nyx into another dimension without even having her to use Ghost Walk. Risky fight, could have backfired. It worked out. ZenAku, 2 frags on his side in quick succession.
Oh, nice rocket though.
He's not railable, but Avic is not even having it, just starting machine gun. Yeah, and he will not get heavy. ZenAku won't get heavy.
Oh, but like the damage adds up. Like that rocket, where did it came from?
If he just waits enough, he gets the health bubble. Okay, ZenAku gets out of there. Avic gets heavy. And he probably will be there in time for Mega. Yep. 2 items in the back of the Nyx. Berserk is being used to run away. And this is also something that ZenAku is known for. But Avic reads him like a book. No escape with the punches. And Avic stays in control. Good movement around the map from the Polish player at the moment. He's cutting of ZenAku's every move. And yeah, he will not let him go too heavy. And he's just baiting it so he can do damage that while ZenAku tries to get in a position to contest it.
Yeah, so they will have split control, but it's like a light with the heavy.
Oh.
It's so powerful. He needs to wait for this light. See some breathing room. Yeah, it's actually interesting.
Oh! Back into the swamp. The Nyx gets ringed out by the perfect rocket from ZenAku there. Gets the item. And it doesn't matter that Avic is going to get the Mega, or got it even for free. If ZenAku just listens out a little bit, he might catch him at the rail light. But Avic, just patient enough, waits, hears. ZenAku's out of there, he grabs it, safely escaped, and ZenAku unsure about his weapon he wants to use. Nice rail. That's a jiggle peak if I've ever seen one. Ghostwalk was used. And I like the idea of Av3k to use it that way, but it had no effect. And now if ZenAku is able to catch him off guard, or even force a fight, there will be no safety blanket.
Yeah, like...
And he has no armor.
Yeah, okay, still, but ZenAku needs to be get up close. Oh, Av3k is railing. He misses the first shot. That was actually maybe the moment to get in, but now he's really low. Yeah, he doesn't have to... So that last defensive rail means that Av3k is still alive. Oh,
yeah,
he doesn't
that
get
was
the
too much from Av3k.
Yeah.
Like, he stayed up, went for a rail, which could have gotten him killed at heavy already. But that also means he's out of position for the heavy itself, and now he has no item. Ghostwalk is being used for no effect again. And there we go, ZenAku ties it back up. And a matchup that looks on paper quite favored for a mix.
Yeah, but
It's completely going south for the Polish player at the moment, because ZenAku is just punishing the mistakes. Now ZenAku was out of position, and Av3k reads that to perfection, denies a light, denies the heavy, delays it even, and puts it into sync, so now ZenAku has no chance of getting a stack advantage anytime soon. And any rail that Av3k lands, or any damage that Av3k lands, will mean a big advantage in stack for Av3k. If ZenAku lands some damage, it won't be as big of a difference due to the armor overstack on Av3k.
Yeah, Mega Health going to ZenAku. Av3k with the heavy. So yeah, I think ZenAku wants to hit at least one entry rail.
What I like about Av3k's change in pace is he as long as it was a close game and he had somewhat of a lead, he invested that lead and he used the lead to do risky stuff. Now that he's not in the lead, he stopped it immediately. Oh, the rails from ZenAku, like those rails are so devastating because Av3k is not able to return them. And now ZenAku was able to turn it around, can't deactivate the... Oh, he berserked in time, and the dodging from the Australian was perfect, and the trade of the teleporter. I think that's a win for Av3k, because holy crap, he should not have gotten out alive there after ZenAku was able to get away
And
from
look
heavy.
the focus on Av3k's face, like it didn't face him at all what happened there.
Oh, ZenAku, perfect weapon choice. He's not going to chase that because he knows heavy is behind him. He will go there, pick that up. And Av3k, yeah, and look, he's even delaying that because he knows Av3k can't be there.
Yeah.
Picking up a rail, so Av3k can't. This is like, this is the amount of awareness Av3k had on Ruins about the items, about the position of ZenAku. And now it's completely turned, so you can just see that the champion and the map the guys picked are really their comfort zone, and somewhat so far today. And this is so amazing, because there's also adds a personal element to picks and duns, and now Av3k is lost in nowhere. Way too early for the item. ZenAku again uses the ability.
Yeah, maybe he should ask Sparty when the heavy spawns.
He will still know it.
Yeah. But yeah, some breathing time for ZenAku. Like, he has one frag in the lead, some waiting time before the next major item. So just plant yourself at the T. And then go from there. And he gets the mega health. Oh, Av3k. This is a little bit risky. He does have his Ghost Walk, but it comes at an expensive cost. Like, he does get the heavy. Yeah, he needs it.
I think ZenAku heard that.
Yeah.
And especially now he knows it anyway, it doesn't matter. Ghostwalk is out again. He didn't get any value from it. He kind of got position. Oh, and he gets the item. But he's no armor, and ZenAku needs to play his cards right. Read the play correct. Av3k is in a good position. The rocket lands, but it... Oh, that's dangerous for the Australian, but it still works because ZenAku did enough damage that Av3k couldn't peek another time. And now it's ZenAku just trying to deny the light armors. Like, you can see how he's running them. He will know that this is coming, and the one at T is next. But he can't deny the one at T from Av3k. So Av3k will have the better stack going into heavy, especially after the rail. The angle through the murder hole works. Av3k landing the pixel perfect drop, ties it up. Rail off spawn. ZenAku has no light to pick up. There's nothing he can get, and the ghost walk being used. Fortunately for ZenAku. Oh no, they run into each other. I was going to say Av3k got stuck on the broken ledge, but Av3k with 40 seconds left reclaims the lead. ZenAku is lacking the stack. He needs to find miracle damage right now, but he can't find it, at least not on return. The rail from Av3k is hitting, and the rocket up to boot as well. Av3k, 2 frags off, 20 seconds to go. ZenAku has no time to choose a fight. He needs to find him now, because Ghost Walk is up as well. This is GG. Like, Ghost Walk's up. ZenAku can get 1 frag and then Ghost Walk. And that's it.
GG.
He calls GG, leaves the match.
Nice.
And yeah, just look at the railgun accuracy of Av3k.
Okay.
That was actually amazing how Av3k switched paces when he lost control, lost the frag lead, but then immediately when he saw a point to take a position with the Ghost Walk, used it, took T, got the item of it, got the control, got 2 frags to tie up the game and get the lead, and now he's running away with a 2-0 victory.
Oh, wait.
Very important because the only thing upset in the game, rapha versus series. rapha 1-0. Congratulations.
Oh, nobody would have seen that coming.
Did you did you put money on it? Did you put money on it? Because nobody
Who would
expected
bet on a
that.
rapha 2-0 against Sirius? Let's be real.
Hey, we're not sponsored.
Oh yeah, we are not sponsored. So
Yeah.
yeah, we
Go
will
ahead.
have a break
For
until 14 p.m. Central European time. It is so the players can get some lunch, so we can get some lunch.
Yeah, like the players are not, like we are the one who are performing constantly. Like they only have to play like 10 minutes, and then for 2 to 3 maps, while we have to be on it every time.
And then we will be back with maxter against Av3k, right?
I just, yeah, I guess so.
I guess.
Yeah.
According to plan, maybe they change. We will see that, but we will see you in a bit. Stay tuned.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
exactly.
You can watch the video of last. We will get that, but it's we will swap because we had Av3k. Okay.
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 Yeah,
So we will not do Av3k maxter here. We just had Av3k. We will do at 14 Central European time nosfa against CNZ on this stream.
yes,
And yeah, see you then.
that's the latest information.
And in the meantime, you can watch last year's summary, kinda, of last year's Keen Con on repeat, which is a great video.
For sure. Yeah, I'll drop a timer so you can just you know when you have to be back. Hi, Mom. And see you guys. In a
Hello,
bit.
Rob Kov's mom.